Entrepreneur who wants to go with the flow? Are you a woman leader who wants to just flow and go with the flow? Or wait, my channel's giving me feedback. Or are you a woman leader who wants to actually flow and go? Because I think that there's a difference. And I hear this a lot in the field of entrepreneurship. And I've been an entrepreneur for decades. So I've seen everything come and go. And some of you are entrepreneurs and you're new to the scene and you're like, I've been an entrepreneur for a few years and I've been hustling and now I want to just go with the flow. And I want to give you a little wisdom from like the experienced zone. So I hope that this helps you all. Welcome to the Unicorn Secrets Show. I'm Elizabeth Ocean, your host. I'm giving women entrepreneurs and speakers the best information so that they can have businesses that feel like flow and feel amazing. I hope that this show helps you tremendously because I'm going to give you the top secrets about going with the flow and finding the balance of actually flowing and going. So I'm saying a lot of words: flow, go with the flow, all the things. And like I was saying, how many of you feel like you've been hustling too hard lately or too hard in the past few years? How many of you have ever hustled to the point where you burned out? Put B in the comments down below. Put a B in the comments down below if you've ever gotten to the point where you kind of like, you burned out, you've had enough, because I want to meet you there. This is what I hear from a lot of the women in my community. And I want to meet you there because I want to also show you a possibility of what is possible for you, because you burned out. You've been overwhelmed. The tech has made you feel like you wanted to tear your hair out. Sometimes you feel like you don't want to do your business. Like right now, it's the end of the week. I've been doing a ton in my business. I have been like having focused time so that I can get stuff done. But I've also felt like sometimes I just want to rest. Like as I'm recording this, it's summer right now. And a lot of my women friends, a lot of my any friends are like, they're just on the laid back summer vacay mode. Are you in that mode? And I get that. And I want that. And I was at my cabin last weekend. I'm going again this weekend. We've got a 10 days booked at the end of the month. So there is a lot of going with the flow. There's a lot of rest built into my schedule. And I do that intentionally because there was a time quite a while back where I did lack balance and I burnt out. And I always have that. Like, you know what, once you're in that path, once you're in that zone of like overwhelm and burnout, it's kind of part of you. I think of it, and love and blessings to those of you who have struggled with addictions or had family members who've struggled with addictions. I've had this, family members and people who I love struggle. And those of you, so I say that as a side note, because workaholism is real, like overdoing, overgiving, it is a type of addiction. And so if you have that overworking built into you, then you'll always know that feeling of like, once you've burnt out, once your adrenals have been maxed and you've experienced burnout to the degree that I have, and many of you have. So again, put that B in the comments down below if you've ever experienced it. Once you've experienced it, you'll always have that internal barometer. You know what I mean? You'll always have that feeling of like, ooh, I don't want to edge on that. And it's good because it protects you. It's like an addict going, I'm not going to go to the bar. It's like me going, I'm not going to overdo it. And so I build right into my schedule times that are important to rest. Now, one thing that I see on the other side of it, like deep on the other side of it. So here we are over in the spectrum of like overworking, overdoing, work addiction, burnout, overwhelm, overgiving. That's one end of the spectrum, right? I see another end of the spectrum coming up, and it's to balance that, because we entered the entrepreneur world in a model that was just like go, 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 and like hustle and go at all costs. But I see a problem with swinging so far to the other side, because so far to the other side is I'm not going to do anything and I'm going to chill all the time, and or most of the time, and I'm not going to let anything or anybody dictate my schedule, and I'm going to in fact like rest and focus on self-care, so much so that the business actually doesn't get any attention or any energy, or it suffers. Now, I might piss some of you off. Like I might be saying like, oh, you're going to focus so much on self-care and you're going to be like, oh, you're telling me to work. I'm not telling you that. I am not telling you that at all, because I'm over on the spectrum of, I'm not telling you like go so hard that you burn out, but I'm also saying there's a danger in saying like, I'm not going to go at all. Because if you have something in your heart that says, I want to go, I do want to, then you might feel some guilt if you do. Because I've noticed a lot of posts and videos and things on social media saying like, don't hustle, and like, I'm done with the hustle and grind, and people with hustle and grind are bad or misguided or unbalanced. And I agree there. But then where can we find the middle zone? Where can we find the middle way? And that's what I found that helps me in my business the most, because then we go to the other end of the spectrum, which is like, I'm only going to chill. I'm not going to work on my business, and I'm going to stay in the soup. I'm going to stay in the I don't know, for years. And some of you have the option to do that. Because the truth is, maybe you have another business or another job that's actually paying for stuff, or maybe you have a partner who's actually paying the bills, and your business is a hobby. Blessings, I love you. Sometimes I wish I could have that. I don't have that. I am the business. I am my income. There is no other option for me. Sometimes I think maybe I should go get a job and be able to work like half the amount of time, no, like a tenth of the amount of time for 10 times the amount of pay if I worked a job for somebody else. But something in my soul would be like, no, because I've been an entrepreneur for over 30 years. So there is no other option for me. But those of you who have another option, go do that. Seriously. Why stress yourself out and think like, oh, I should be working right now, but I don't really want to? Just drop it. Just go. Just let somebody else pay for you. Somebody might hate me for saying this. Go for it. Let somebody else pay for you. If you have that option and your business is just a hobby, let somebody else pay for you. Keep it a hobby. You're good. Don't stress yourself out, and don't get in your head about, oh, I should be doing it, but I should just let it go. Either for the summer or until you feel like it, come back to it in 10 years, maybe. Let it go. But if you can't let it go, if there's a burning in your heart that's like, I can't because I have to do more with my one wild and precious life. I must do more. I'm called to more. If you can't let it go because you are your income and you want more freedom than a regular 9-to-5 would ever give you, if you must do it, then do it with your whole heart and don't hold back. And don't be afraid that you'll overwork and overdo, nor don't be afraid that you'll underwork and underdo, but find what the Buddhists call the middle way. And there's such wisdom in that. Find that middle way. So I'm not going to subscribe to the hustle, grind, go, push until you break, because I did that. Nor am I going to subscribe to the, I'm not going to do anything. I'm just going to chill and flow, because that doesn't work either. I can't grow a business that way. I've tried. And then all I end up doing is like laying on the beach, and eventually it doesn't work, because I'm like, well, I need money now. I need income, and I haven't served my clients and I haven't served my people. So there are two extremes. Where will you find your middle way? Let's chat about some strategies for you to do that. Where will you find your middle way? Those of you who want to be in the middle way with me, put middle way or MW in the comments. Put middle way so that you can take a deep breath with me right now and find your way into the middle. I don't want you to be on any end of the extreme, but find your way into the middle where you have a balanced life, but you're focusing on building and growing a community, a business that works. Those of you who are speakers, you're getting speaking engagements, you are connecting with community, you're finding the people who matter to you and who can help you grow. And you're doing the gentle push. It's not zero push, but it's gentle push. Like, for example, setting up this stream that I'm doing right now, I had to redo it because I connected a different Zoom account to my multi-streaming device so I could stream in 5 different places at once because I like to be efficient with my time. But it took me like 45 minutes to reset this up, and I almost gave up 7 times because I was like, oh, well, just go live in one platform. And I was like, no, I don't like to do that. I like to multi-stream so that I can get into all my places at one time and connect with my community and save myself time. So if I take the time right now to set it up, it's good for the rest of the year, and I don't have to do it every single time to all those different platforms. So I took a deep breath and I was like, I'm going to set this up. And like 7 different times, I was like, I'll just do it tomorrow. I'll just do it tomorrow. I'll just do it tomorrow. And I didn't let myself just do it tomorrow. I was like, you know what? I'm going to do it today because I've noticed that I have a habit of saying, I'll do it tomorrow, and then it doesn't happen. How many of you notice that? And our businesses are all about finding the ways that we do things that aren't working, whatever it is in life, in exercise, in how you eat, and in your business. And then you look at it and you go, that's how I do everything. Like how I do everything is how I do everything. And I'm like, oh, if I push this till tomorrow, it's just part of a greater habit of pushing it till tomorrow. So I did it today. What was I saying? Oh yeah, gentle push. So the gentle push was telling myself, like, how can I become better? How can I get this done today so that there's less on my plate tomorrow, so that I can go to the lake, be in nature, be with my beloved, hang out, eat great food, play, go to the farmer's market, find some music, go dancing, swim naked, do all the things. So it's like the gentle push now serves me so that I can rest fully. What I think that some of you might be doing is spending a lot of time scrolling. I can be guilty of that. I have to like check myself so that I'm not, but you might be spending a lot of wasted time and then blaming the grind or the hustle or the push for your lack of business results. So I'm just inviting you to get really real. When you say, I want to go with the flow, are you focusing the time for focusing time and energy for your work and for your business? Are you really truly dedicating yourself to getting the results that you say that you want? Are you looking at the results that you say you want and dedicating and committing yourself to those so that your life can be easeful, so that it can be flow, so that you can have your evenings and your weekends off to spend with your loved ones, or whatever your schedule is? And are you getting more honest with yourself than you ever have been before? That's the big question. Are you getting more honest with yourself? And are you letting yourself be imperfect as well? Because sometimes you're like, I would just want to go with the flow. And you're like, I can't make a video because I have to do all these things and be perfect. And I'm like, I'm showing up here in my, like, for those of you who are watching the video, I'm showing up here in my workout shirt because that's just what it is. If I did anything else to try to get this video ready or this show ready, it probably wouldn't have happened. So I invite you to go with the imperfect flow, which sometimes means saying yes to your business. What is the one thing every single day that could move you forward, whether it's summer, whether it's a holiday, whether you feel like it or not? If you want results, let's say in your nutrition, you eat good every day. If you want results in your body, you move and you work out every day. If you want results in your relationship, you spend time on it. If you want results in your business, for your speaking career, if you want speaking engagements, if you want clients, you spend time on it and you dedicate and you focus. And that means flow and go. So instead of just going with the flow, which can kind of spread you out and lead to, if you have ADD or if you have trouble focusing, the go with the flow will wreck your business. But instead, if you say, I'm going to go and flow, meaning I'm going to go, I'm going to choose one thing every day, I'm going to have focus time, I'm going to dedicate myself, I'm going to commit, I'm going to say yes to my dreams, I'm going to have a really awesome balanced schedule so that I'm not spinning myself out, then that means flow and go. So that's what I want to start. I want to start a new movement. Instead of like go with the flow, it's flow and go. Just made this up right now. So if you're with me in the flow and go, type flow and go in the comments down below. If you're not, then you're probably not even watching this video all the way through. So if you have made it here, as far in as you've made it in this show, I just invite you to continue to beautifully flow and go. Those of you who are speakers and want a speaking guide, by the way, I'm going to invite you to go to womensholisticbusinessacademy.com/illuminate. There's a beautiful free gift there for you. It's a speaking guide. Illuminate your message. 12 simple keys to get your message out there, to get your speaking out there, and to become a more engaging speaker. So if you want that, womensholisticbusinessacademy.com/illuminate, womensholisticbusinessacademy.com/illuminate. I know it's super long, but the deal is, if you want it, you're going to put the effort in to get it. I'll stick it in the comments. I don't know where that'll end up, but we'll see if it ends up womensholisticbusinessacademy.com/illuminate. Illuminate your incredible message. I'm here to uplift the rising of women entrepreneurs. Keep working on your business. Keep stepping out there, standing on stages, getting your message heard, and get support from people who have actual experience in this industry. I've been doing this for over 30 years. I know what it's like to be an entrepreneur, a leader, a speaker, a healer, a teacher, all the things. And I'm dedicated to helping you. So if you want to reach out to me on any of my social medias, and me, will personally be the one to actually answer you, because I want to get to know you. I want to help you and your business. What's your biggest takeaway from what you've heard so far in this video or in this audio, depending on where you're listening or watching? Blessings to you. Be amazing. Keep doing what you're doing, because when you do, we make this world a better place together. Thank you so much for watching and listening, and I'll see you next time.